Hello, class. My name is Alex Ellis, and I will be presenting on Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. I picked this book because it was my favorite out of the ones that we read this semester, even though it was our first one. Just because of E.B. White's style of writing, he literally grabs you as a reader and lets your imagination run wild, especially with his descriptions of the setting and just the things that he does with that and to put you in the story. The things with like the fog in the mornings and where Wilbur's set at. So just a brief character analysis. We have Wilbur, as I've already mentioned. He is the pig. Then we have Charlotte Cavatica, the spider. We have Lurvy, the farmhand. We have the Arables, the Zuckermans, and we have the farm animals, the geese and the sheep, who add a lot of humor throughout the book. But just a quick plot and problem. The main story of the book is about saving Wilbur's life. This is where many trials and tribulations happen with Wilbur, and he's a very delicate pig as as he goes throughout the book. You will see him change as a dynamic character, but throughout the book, it's about him and Wilbur trying to figure out ways to save his life, because Wilbur is on the verge of being slaughtered for the Christmas dinner. But Charlotte has some tricks up her sleeve to save Wilbur's life, and she puts them together very well. But that is the main plot summary of the book, and I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy it. But this is probably one of my favorite parts out of the book that I will read. It's chapter 10, The Miracle. This is where this is just an example of E.B. White's style, that he grabs you as a reader with the setting and everything like that. So here we go. The Miracle. The next day was foggy. Everything on the farm was dripping wet. The grass looked like a magic carpet. The asparagus patch looked like a silver forest. On foggy mornings, Charlotte's Web was truly a thing of beauty. This morning, each thin strand was decorated with dozens of tiny beads of water. The web glistened in the light and made a pattern of loveliness and mystery, like a delicate veil. Even Lurvy, who wasn't particularly interested in beauty, noticed the web when he came with the pig's breakfast. He noted how clearly it showed up, and he noted how big and carefully built it was. And then he took another look, and he saw something that made him set his pail down. There, in the center of the web, neatly woven, in block letters, was a message. It said, "Some pig." Lurvy felt weak. He brushed his hand across his eyes and stared harder at Charlotte's Web. I think this is a book for anywhere from, I would say, from third to fourth grade. It definitely is an easy reader, and it does contain some pictures which guide the reader along the way. But it's set up very well, and as a children's author, I don't. There's not many that compare to E.B. White. He's a good writer, and I think his books, especially with this one, let your imagination, as I said before, run wild. But I think that is about it. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you guys are excited to go and get Charlotte's Web or reread Charlotte's Web. It's definitely a book for anybody, just because of the story behind it. We definitely see Wilbur grow up, and we see we see a friend, and we see the love that a friend has for another, and what a true friend really is in this book. So, thank you very much, and happy end of semester.